fish yet. Aye, this is what I was looking forward to. We're putting my shorts on. Ticks and gorse. Oh, watch the bugger. And brambles. Hello and welcome to the Slippy Limpets video. This is day 3 of my Welsh trip. And pretty much the last day of fishing. Got to make the most of today. And as you can see, it is a glorious day. It's not what was forecast yet again. I think I mentioned yesterday that we're probably going to try the north coast today, but freakily I was putting my coat on last night and I knocked my shoulder, so I can't lift my left arm sort of higher than there, and Lucy's hurt her back just walking somehow. Must be getting old. So we've come back down to the place we fished on the first day because we know there's no climbing around. We don't need to go exploring and we're just going to have an easy time. I can't cast very well, so we've brought some float kit again that we didn't use yesterday. And Lucy is currently sitting down, casting a top water around. Come up left. Right, yeah, step up right. Yes, he's collecting his pots. Go on, move them, mate. Don't reset them in the same place. Anything, wrasse and pollack, I think. This side and the other side, the pollack. Right, okay. Right, yeah. It's a nice place. It's a nice place. We've been here a few times over the years. We just can't stop. I mean, you've got a lot of coastline, but we can't stop coming here. There's a mist rolled in, which is quite nice for me actually. I'm enjoying the lack of heat. Lucy's just chilling out. So we've got a float rigged up. Got one of these Sea-Tech float sets, really good. Give you a nice little toolbox and everything. We're going to fish some frozen prawns over the edge. See what we can get. Probably a wrasse, I would say. We've just been speaking to the pot guy, the fisherman, and he's kindly moved these pots away, so happy days. Full of information as well, telling us what we can catch here, and which side we can catch which species on, which we kind of already knew, but it's nice to have it confirmed. So going to get one of these frozen prawns on and get a float in the water and see what the crack is. Tide's absolutely flying. Taking maybe 30 seconds to go from there to there, and this is one of the smallest tides of the year, the month even. Just gonna let it flow around the tidal current and see if we can find some fish with it. What? No shit, right?
Dead.
Right, I've just changed sides because there's too much current out the other side, so at least the current will be behind us on this side. So set up now, we've got the float just there and the current, and I've got the lethal fish catcher on, but in a dodgy colour because that's all the shop had. But hopefully the pollock don't mind it too much. Yes, found the little pollock. Oh, it's up. That's the way it is today. Came round here because the current was running too fast from right to left. And as soon as I get set up here, it's turned round. There's loads of current out there kind of swishing around, and you can see all the boils in the current line, the pressure line start into them for the first time and got a hit instantly, so let's get it back out. Some limpets here, so I might use them for bait instead of the prawns. The float's not doing anything, and that is really unusual. Get this one on the floor. There we go, first fish of the day. Let's get it back. Taking a while. I was probably standing in the way, but a load of baitfish just jumped out the water getting chased by something right next to my, my float there. Oh, surely they want a prawn. So things have got desperate, so I've stuck on a TRD worm, weedless, on a mushroom, on a weedless mushroom head. I think this is about 12 grams. Just had a hit on the first cast, but didn't hook up to it. So just trying everything in my box really. This seems lifeless compared to yesterday. There's no gannets, no cormorants. Seen a little bit of baitfish here earlier, but just, yeah, it is the smallest tide. It's the smallest tide this afternoon, so the tides are dropping in amplitude, which for me is always never great fishing basically, but good news on that. Gonna keep chucking it. Go back to that side. I'm gonna go back to that side. Just that one tiny coolie. Pollock. It'll be in the sun again. I think a wrasse keeps hitting this. I don't know whether the weed guards are putting it off a little, if I'm just striking too early. But the worm could also be too long. It's about that long and there's only about that much hook showing, so might cut it down? Yeah, that's an idea. I'm done with this side. It's cold. Dark and seemingly lifeless. We're going to move back round to the other side. The tide stopped pushing now, so hopefully we should be able to fish it properly. So back on the other side. Still a lot of current running, you can see it there. This place is confusing us a bit really, but running the other way now at least, so at least I can still keep contact with my lure. Boggling us. This side's a lot rougher than the other side, so I can't see this Ned really lasting too long. But at least I had some reaction from fish on that side, so this side's traditionally the one with more wrasse. So hopefully, logic would say there's more chance of catching one here. The net's too light, I'm going to have to swap over to something heavier. Taken hours and hours and hours to get that fish. Yes! Blue tail again, very similar to the one I caught the other day. Oh, I can't believe it. Sorry about the noise of the drone. I was just getting some B-roll before I left, but yes! I think I need a new worm on. I think this one's it just keeps sliding down the shank of the hook. Yeah, like that. So the current has totally died now, which is good. I might put the mushroom back on the Ned rig head, just to help it stand up a little bit more. Put a new worm on, made it a little shorter again. Feels like it's done the same thing. Just feels like more tension as you're winding in, or a little bit more resistance. Yep, first cast and it's doing it. Really gets on my nerves about the Z-Man lures that. Feels like a good one. Oh yeah, it's better than the last one. Oh, I've put in some head shakes. So slack water seems to be the key. Really like that Ned rig. I just put that on and that was the second cast with it. The colour on the tail, I love it. I always use natural colours as well with my lures, but this one, purple and orange, I don't know what it looks like, just thought I'd give it a go. Got to that point where you're desperate and you're just going through anything in your tackle box. Yes! I think what Z-Man need to do is make a weedless work. What? The sun's getting to it. A weedless offset hook with one of those lure keepers that they put on the Ned rigs. On the back of it, just these Ned rigs are great, but they snag up a lot. So I know you miss bites with a wrasse on weedless lures, but it'd be nice to have the option, Z-Man, if anyone's watching. I doubt it, but could be a cool little addition. Ease some frustration that some of us have. Oh, oh yeah, I went to right on the edge. Woo. I haven't seen fish. That was a short and sharp fight. Well, this one's definitely the biggest of the trip. Took it right down to the edge there. Unhooks nicely. Don't want to drop it. Oh, I'm a happy chappy. Casks then.
Huh?
A few more casts.
Is it another wrasse, is it?
Eh?
Get another wrasse.
Oh.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, this one looks awesome. Get in! Look at the colour of the tail on that, it's iridescent. Absolutely smashed it. had a hit when just on my last retrieve, or the last of my last retrieve, and I had an inkling it might be there. That is awesome. Whoa, that's so strong. Woo! Three days it's taken to get to this stage. One thing I've noticed about this Ned rig, rather than a weedless hook or even just a normal sort of football jig, you don't feel the pecks. Traditionally, you know, I always kind of feel the wrasse pecking away and you just kind of leave it and let them do their thing. But with this Ned rig, it's just instant. Don't even have good presentation. Alright, that's the second to last cast. This is a 50-gram rated rod as well. It's not. They put a proper bend in it. Oh, this is the biggest. Stay still. Oh. Look at that one. Smoking the turd. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Getting bigger and bigger. Well, I said 2 more casts, so that was my penultimate one. Now for the last. They're not even getting put off by these weed guards. We've got these wire weed guards on here, and they're just smashing them. Getting bent out of shape totally. Cast into the boulder fields. Come on, last cast fish. 5 pounder. Oh, did I just have another cast?
You did. Just looking at my little one in. There we go. Woo! Hey. Different colour again.
love a last cast fish. Different colour combination yet again, but it still has that blue tail. Awesome. Took a while, but we got there. And there's a lure. You know, I carry so many lures around with us, and like most of us, I guess. And you only ever really use a few, and then when things get desperate, you start reaching for things that you'd never really try. Like I say, I'd normally fish with natural colours. I don't know if this is natural to anything that lives down there, but I'll certainly take it. And these weed guard lead rigs, I mean, I'm no wrasse master, but yeah, you can see what they do. Highly recommended. Whew. That was a tough walk up the big hill with a heavy pack. So that's the end of the trip. 3 days, and finally got in amongst the fish properly at the end of it, which was great. I mean, we didn't blank any day, so that's always a bonus, but then to catch all those at the end, I was well chuffed. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out Wigwam's Holidays and the Dinas site on the Clym Peninsula. It's right in the centre of the peninsula, and it's ideal for fishing or any sort of activity. Whatever the weather, you can either head to the north coast or the south coast, and you're bang in the middle, so the driving's not too arduous. So yeah, go and check them out. Well worth it, and a fantastic site, as you've seen. So hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave a comment and a thumbs up, and until the next one, tight lines.